Hello, everyone. You might be wondering, it's like, are we getting 3 videos of me playing games today? And the answer to that would be yes. Today, I know the title is a little bit misleading, so my apologies. We're going to jump into a creative world here. And I want to do a little bit of looking into finding a way to defend that little section of the bridge. So I kind of want it to be that the bridge goes down and 2 or 3 turrets pop up. Or sorry, the bridge goes up and the turrets pop up. And when the bridge is, and they'll also at the same time act kind of like bollards. Um, yeah, I was screwing around the last time I was in here. Give me a second. Clear. Now I gotta allow clear first. Allow clear. Clear. Yes. So we're just gonna do a little bit of testing today. That's all this is. Next week's Sunday's episode is going to also be a little bit late, as in it won't be out on Sunday. It'll probably be out Monday or Tuesday. So this is going to represent the top of the platform, or this is going to represent the steps. There's water over there, land over here. But the first thing I want to do is there's some parts that I want to take a look at, because I want to have like a tracking system and not waste any ammunition. Go figure. So, I think there's something called the unit facer. Okay, this guy. Multiple. So I'm gonna stick one of those down. Unit facer hub. Sorry. Universal wedge. Unit facer target. And the unit facer hub. Stick that down. Owner is me. The unit facer is 1,000 meters. Put away the beer. I need my connect tool. Connect to, where are you? Here you are. So stick that there, stick that there. Unit facer. Now I can connect that into a bearing. Okay. I can connect this thing into there. Down, left, right. And we got this thing, which is the, I forget what it's called. Unit facer target. This is block the unit facer can see, sense, use the brown block targeting input mode on the unit facer. Okay, 1 second. This is the block that the unit facer can see, sense. Use the brown block target input mode on the unit facer for it to aim at this block. Let's go unit. Brown. Okay, there we go. Now the problem is I can't scroll on that darn thing, so I can't even read all of it. Give me a second here. Tools. Here's the logbook. Of course, this thing's all gyroscope, angle sensor, commands. there's nothing there. Like I can't. Can I please close the book? There you go. Close. That's one way to do it. So let me look up the wiki page here. The wiki page. Wiki. There we go. Oh, look at that. The first thing that pops up is the unit facer. Sensor that will aim at bearing. Okay, there we go. So white is aim at all, gray is at waypoint, gray is at items, other players, trees, all units. Water with no soil. Walks and glow bugs, owner aim, aim at players, rocks, target, blocks. Yeah. I need the paint tool. Paint tool. This is all units. So we'll detach that. The description implies the unit facer is capable of tracking designated things. Player is able to set what they want to track by coloring the input. Need a support with a vertical default color bearing. Connected to a horizontal, no default color bearing that allows the unit facer for the bearing to rotate in. What? Okay, it's connected to a bearing. I mean, it's only connected to one, so we'll fix that. Give me a second here. Okay, so now it's connected to two. It's got two bearings, so it can aim up and down, left and right. We're just going to paint this so it at owner. I need to look what color that is. Other players. There we go. It is this color. No, that's not the right thing. Batteries, probably should put those in there. Consumable. Okay, let's get a battery chest, I guess. Battery chest here. Just go for the maximum amount. Of course, I was dumb and put that probably in the way. Okay, it should be working. Give me 2 seconds, folks. Hello, folks. Sorry. I'm going to help my mother unload the groceries. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. My apologies for that. Okay. It should be aiming towards me. So like that's also a target, so I guess we can try and say, hey, aim at the target. Aim at all trees, all units. Aim at player rocks. Target block is black. Okay, 1 second. Get rid of that. Stick this over there. Or brown, I guess. And I did say in... Okay, 1 second. Support with a V or with a vertical default color bearing connected to a horizontal non-default color bearing. So is that my horizontal one? I don't know. That. So we're just going to delete. So I guess we're going to paint that. Just paint it brown for now. Interactive. Let's just go unit facer. Shouldn't matter the orientation. And we said we were painting it brown. Okay, what if we paint that brown? Oh, I need to connect a signal to it. That might also be a step that I'm missing. Okay, so this guy should have free range, and it's not on a lift, just in case that's the problem. Now, I also stuck this on wrong. One second here. Okay, brown. I mean, the unit facer's right there, so it should be angling down. Maybe it needs to be on the same block? Okay, 1 second. Unit, target. Use the brown target, input mode on the unit facer. Yeah, okay, so that should work. It should angle down, though. Okay, so those bearings are all locked in place. If I delete that. See, I was hoping that this would work, but it looks like it doesn't. So allow clear. Yep. Allow clear. Clear. Yes, we want to delete that. Okay. That was the first thing I was thinking that might help with targeting. Let's see. Chest fill detector, item detector, detects dropped items inside a box of 10 by 10 by 10 around it. Not that. Hey, Nemo. Audio from my mic or audio from the game? Okay, give me a second. Because, I mean, that'll bring that volume up, and then we can just upgrade that. There's that audio. Here, 1 second. There we go. That should be better. Awesome. Oh, wait a second. Did I not do this properly? 1 second. So that bearing there. Go up. Bearing there. There. That. That can go there. And then where's the unit facer hub? I might have done this. Okay, this goes to here. Oh, so that can't connect out to those. What about a simple controller? Wireless gate, simple controller. Down, left. This guy there. One of those. That goes there. Aim up, I guess. Go to that brown. Yeah, no, that's just piston settings. Yeah, no, that's not working. So, I mean, those are connected. change batteries. Right. And the switch. Batteries. There we go. So that still does nothing. That's fine. This guy can go. That guy can go there. Like it should detect that. I mean, I have the distance set to 1,000. Not that that's well within 1,000. Okay, what if I put it on here? Okay, it should be able to see that. Okay. Does anybody else need batteries? No. Yeah, okay. So we will just go here, clear all that again. Allow clear. I can't spell. Clear. Yes. Okay. Yeah, to keep going through the parts and try and figure this out. Laser pointer, growing sensor, flamethrower, those things. Sails, pistons, gearbox, info box. Hover pads, universal wedges. Because I was really hoping I could just set the unit thing and it aims at, what's it call it? Aims at a bot and then just kills it. So that's not going to work, which is annoying. Let's see what I can do here. See, I want to have a bearing. And then I need a weapon. We're not going to use the tank cannon. I want something that I can afford to build next episode. More or less. Like, we'll have to do some harvesting, but... glow gun. See, there's the double barrel shotgun. There's the standard shotgun. It's not under tools. They might be. The chemical cannon. Doesn't work for chemicals. Okay. Or doesn't work for robots. That's fine. Audible spud gun. Yep. Flamethrower. So that uses oil and gas. Because if we're going to expand the farm that we're trying to build, we want to be able to defend it. Okay, we'll take that. What are the dimensions of you? You are just 1 block wide, okay. So what I'd like to have is, where's my pistons? There we go. I'd like to have it on a piston, then on a block, and then on this, and on there. And there's going to be something above it that moves out of the way so it can lift up. And I'm going to have 2 controllers that I'm going to have to use. There's going to be 1 controller that connects into the piston and says, hey, and this is just going to be whatever variable I'm going to use to activate everything. You're going to deploy out of the ground. Wrong position. You're going to deploy out of the ground. 7 is very high for this. So it's just going to go up. And then at the same time, there's going to be another guy that's going to attach into that bearing. This down, I forgot the thing. I need a sensor. Sensor. Button. There we go. That guy connects into there. That connects into there. I need an ammo box. Ammo box. There we go. That's going to go into there. And we're just going to... That goes into there, but I want it to loop. Where's my logic gates? Logic gate there. I need 3 of those. A NAND gate, I believe. Nope. A NOR gate. Nope. Now we're going to go in front. It should just pulse. Nope. There we go. That should do the trick. And this guy's going to go in there. We're going to say, hey, when activated, we want you to go 360. Oh, sorry. We want to go like 90 degrees that way, and 180 degrees that way. So it's going to activate, and it should go up to there, and it should rotate all the way back to this way, and then all the way back again. I'm sorry, what now? Okay, not what I wanted. Turn that off. Oh, yeah, quit it. That is not the direction it was facing originally. That isn't the direction it was facing originally, was it? Like at this point, I don't even know. Stick that on there. There we go. goes there. That goes there. So it's going to go 90 this way, 180 this way, and we just flip-flop back and forth 180. One eighty, 180, 180, 180, 180, 180, and then 90 might bring it back. Why are you behaving like that? Go away. There we go. That connects into... this is there. I bumped into it, that's right, okay. This guy can go into there. This guy goes into there. Obviously 8 blocks is not a lot of range. Alright, get enough. Yeah, and I mean it'll kill them. Hopefully fairly quickly. So, let's try that again. You rotate 90. You rotate 180. You rotate 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180 again, and then 90, I think. Goes up. I forgot to attach that. So it goes 90 that way, 180 that way, 180 that way, 180 that way. I mean, it would take forever. It's going to take forever to recycle all the way back through. It's annoying. But see, if I'm coming over here at this thing, like from this angle, I'm... Right. Okay, 1 second. 180. Let's just see if we can go like this and zero out all of these ones. That way, and then back. Okay, turn it off. Of course, it's going to cycle all the way through again, which is annoying, but oh well. And if we tell it to loop, and if it's in a random random position, it just returns to a random position. I don't know what to say about that. Here. Yeah, still getting shot. Go figure. Now, the problem is, if it detects something, I want it to stop moving. I don't know how to do that. So today's going to be a little bit of a logic tutorial for me as well. I know the idea behind it. You're going to go to here. You're going to go to here. This thing needs to be an AND gate if all the active triggers. So it's going to cycle, but if that sensor also gets triggered, I want it to do a thing. Or I guess not do a thing. So, yeah. Okay. That sensor, doing that, is going to lead into both those is going to lead into that, which is if only one. The problem is if I go in front of it, it will also start triggering, won't it? Just okay, I need another logic here. So that go into there. That guy there. I need this to be if all. So right now, it should be just triggering that. So yeah, it's triggering, which means that this guy is half compliant and this guy is half compliant. If that and that goes into there, then I can see that into there. Wait a second, that actually works. Now what if I have something that appears in front of you? It's not the best. See, I want it to stay stationary the moment it detects something. But I don't know how to do that. Maybe a timer? So I want it to stay stationary for, let's say, 5 seconds. Right? So that sensor is going to trigger a 5-second timer. One second, delete this. See, it's going to cool down. The sensor is waiting. I want it to trigger a 5-second timer. Which is then going to put that. If we deploy, I want you to stay stationary for 5 seconds. Okay, 1 second here. Okay. See, this is an old video. I'm just looking up some ideas here. Okay, yeah, he's doing that. Bearing that I have. Controller. Logic gate, logic gate, logic gate. Timer. Okay. Okay, let's see what this guy's doing. We're going to start from scratch, I guess, over here. So ignore that. He's got block, bearing, pressure box there. He's got his turret on the top. Put that down in a second. He's got his 3 logic gates there. He's got his controller there. He does have a timer of some sort. A timer and 2 logic gates by the looks of it. Yes. And then a button. Ta-da! This will also all need to rise out, but that's another problem I can worry about later. Type in mountable shotgun. There we go. That's what we want. Ta-da! Does he not have a sensor? No, he does. I'm just blind. We can stick the sensor up there. This isn't exactly the same, but it is similar to this guy. It's an old video. Okay, so yes, please wire. Hit the button. Alright, you're gonna make one of that a NOR gate. And one of those a NOR gate. Okay. So, grab a button. That can go there. This guy's gonna be a NOR gate. This guy's gonna be a NOR gate. Timer set to whatever time point you want. We're just gonna go 15 seconds for this moment. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna do its thing. Here's it's flashing actually really quickly, so you know what? We're gonna do that intentionally. Just follow this. The switch is gonna go into this way. That, yeah. And if we hit the switch, yes. Oh, and he deactivated the switch? Yes, okay. I guess we just have to make sure it all worked. And his switch is coming into two of those. And his sensor is connected into that one. And his sensor is connected where? Connects his sensor into this one here. And this goes into that. And this goes into here. And connect this thing obviously into the bearing. And we go 60, 120. He's also got his speed crank. And looping. Okay, can we maybe fix this? Yeah, facing this way, we're gonna go loop 60 and 120. Hit that button. So 60 there, 120 there. Loop, please. How do you get it to return back to center, dude? Turn that off. That's off. Next to that. 60. 120. And it's looping. It should return. Okay. And he has another one, sending it right back to where it came from. And if we hit this guy, it should just go like that. Yes, that's working properly. Thank you. And then if it has, my sensor has like no range on it. See, it's skipping over me. Oh wait, it actually like fully stopped on me. Okay, that's impressive. And then we got this logic gate going into there. Yeah. Okay, so what are you doing with those timers, dude? And I guess the way he has it set up, it should just stop, yeah. So that was pointless over there. Okay. You gotta love YouTube. A, because there's people like me on it, and B, there's people like that guy who help you with building stuff because he's competent. Here and thanks. So this is all going to go up on a piston, obviously. The sensor's triggered, it doesn't trigger everything else, which is nice. So I did build this a little high, annoyingly, so we're just going to rip that down, rip that down. There's my bearing, there's my bearing. We're going to go like this, we're going to go like this. We're going to see if I remember how to do this. There, I think. I'm going to stand here in the way. And if we disconnect the shooting mechanism... Ow. It's still gonna stop and center on me. I can go into that. Delete all this. Delete that, 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 that. There we go. We're going to go here. We're going to delete this. There we go. Hey, bye. I would like my spec gun, please. Where is it? Where's my spec gun? Okay, you know what? Let's go on these eight. I'll go over here, buddy. I'm trying to get him to aggro, hopefully. I should have probably upgraded this. We're good. No, please, thank you. See, it does work sometimes. No. There we go. Okay, so I do need it to have a little bit of a wider range. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go like this and like this. Interactive, grab that. Okay, if all. That's annoying that it's if all. We can go here. Remove that from there. Go there. This can be if any. That should light that up. That lights that up. That lights that up. Awesome. Upgrade that. Upgrade that. So 2 activated or 3 activated, they all do the thing. Awesome. To that bearing and to that bearing. That gives me a little bit bigger of a range. I do have some spots that are kind of blind, but that's fine. Okay. I'd like to have one center, and then I'd like to have a little bit of extra range. Let's go with one of these. Two of these, actually. Or we can go there. Where's the hinges there? That goes there, that goes there. That can go there, that can go there. There. Let's go there. This should still be angled out 15 degrees. Giving me that. What we can do is this, I guess. Because I can't put one there, unfortunately. Put one there and there. Look at that. I'm kind of a genius here. All of these guys need to go into that. Stick that all there. That is a horse. There we go. Oh, right. That one. We'll find out if this works. I'd like to be able to handle 4 coming at me at once. It's not working. Maybe I do need a sensor centered here. Scrap mechanic. Okay. So I need that to be activated. See, it should be looping. Why are you not looping? If all, if any. Okay, let's do that. Let's put the firing mechanism into here. I need this into here. This has to be an all. This goes into there. This has to be and if I move out of the way, yeah, that should do the trick. Okay. That solved that problem. Hello. Trick. Christ, the firepower on this thing is fairly immense. Yeah. So, okay, so we need the triple there. And I still need to make this thing rise out of the ground. I mean, that's not hard to do, I just put it all on a bearing. But I did not make this in a way that I can pick it up, did I? Yeah, no, I can't pick it up off of that. Which means I can't just put this on a lift. This from scratch. Yay. We're just gonna go here. Okay, so step one. That guy can't deactivate, can it? No. It ends up with that. So they both gotta be sticking up like that. It's unfortunate. So I need a total of 1, 2, 3 controllers. One, 2, 3. This one's got to be level 2, that one's got to be a level 1. This one has to be... How many inputs does this one? It only has one input. The speed upgrade is nice. There. This one's set to maximum. We go interactive. Actually, I need a triple there. I need that there. And then I need another triple. Nor and. So and nor. That goes like that. This guy goes into there. This has to be an any trigger. Which goes out to that and out to 2 of these guys. middle one goes out to this guy. And the other one like that. Right, that connects to 2. Sorry, 1 second. This guy connects to 1 and 2. What does this guy do? I don't need that one anymore. I think. Delete that. It goes to there. Because we don't need that. And then that gate connects into this one. Yes. Also need a button or a switch. We're just gonna stick the switch there for a moment. My switch goes into that and that. This one, and then into this one. I'm trying to make this as compact as possible, while I can also see what on earth I'm doing. Then, okay. So I think that's all the circuitry done on here. Like, that's all this stuff connected, I think. This gate's connected to the rotation bearing and 1 gate, so that's correct. This guy connects into 2. This connects into 2, and that does that. I think we're good. I would like a piston, please. Hopefully I only have to build... No, I'm going to have to build a few of these. We're going to build 1. Dang it. Because part of these work on separately, part of them work in sync. We're just going to build them separately. That goes there. This guy also needs to go to this, which is going to extend up on... Man, I'm still up on my left. That's why nothing's happening. Which is then going to go to a bearing, which is going to go into this, which is then going to go to a mountable shotgun, if I can find it again. Shotgun, there we go. I need that to go there. And the shotgun gets connected into And then I need to go... We can modify this a little bit. What is the length of the wheel? That can go there. That can go there. Oop, I need a bearing. Bearing there, bearing there. Here and that. These guys are both permanently rotated 15 degrees. Minimize the amount of expensive stuff I need to build. One there, one there, one there. Should do the trick. We're going to set these down. Actually, you know what? Make these all maximum level. And then they all connect into the OR gate. So that lights up, that lights up. This guy is going to be 60, 120, 60, if I remember correctly. Okay, so it's only moving now. Okay, I have that hooked up still correctly. You're connected into this gate, which is an AND. So a switch should be going into an AND gate. Connected to that AND gate is a NOR gate. There we go. And for some reason I am too tall. We're just going to go up by 1. Oh, and I forgot to set this guy to loop. Perfect. I think that's everything, right? I hope. So when it's off, I should have three triggers on. I can't tell if this one's on. And 1, 2, 3 dark triggers, yes. So there we go. There's this chaos. Refine this down a little bit. Good old wedges are the best. Just like that. Look at that. Nice and compact. I'm gonna have to fine tune, of course, the height adjustment. And I'm gonna have to figure out how to stick this under the whole thing. And I'm gonna have to put an ammo canister on for this. But if we go quit it. I need a weld tool. There we go. So it is deployed. I mean, it's pretty much always going to be running when the bridge is up. I can honestly probably, if I wanted to, set this guy, where is it? The bot detector. Where is it? There it is. Stick that on there. The switch is connected. We can go. My switch is connected into that guy, and my switch is connected into. Sorry, excuse me. Because I can't have multiple. Ow. Got shot in the face. There we go, look at that. Set maximum range. Let's go for just like a little green guy for now. So you can see it detected it. Wait, did it? When it does that, does it automatically reactivate in the correct position? Okay, so it's activated. Oh, it does. That is. It should not be triggering. That's just me. I must have missed a connection somewhere. But that works, but for now, we're just going to activate it with a button. I need to get behind it. Come on. With a button. Button can go into there. Button goes into there. Where else does the button go into? Right. The logic gate that connects to that. Ow. Ow. Watch it. I want the one that connects directly in. Yes. There we go. So we can just go here and we can say, hey, just so I know if that's where it connects. And I forget the other one it connects into. red connects into red, we'll just pull this up. Quit it. Should not be firing. See, you're not firing, so why are you firing? Okay. So the sensors are into an OR gate. Yes, that is good. That OR gate goes into the firing mechanism. And into a NOR gate if all. That goes into that and into that. That NOR gate then goes directly into a an AND gate, which goes into that, yes. Okay. Oh wait, the OR gate goes into the trigger system. I think that's where I messed up. OR gate into the trigger system. Sorry, what? No. What is different between these two? I hate how this is just a jumble of wires. Okay. So the button, sorry, the button goes into an AND gate. It's two AND gates. I'm missing that second AND gate, okay. I think I see it. It doesn't go into this, it goes into an AND gate, so I need to build another AND gate. Let's go red. That AND gate goes into this. This AND gate connects into a NOR gate that connects into the... So you're an OR, you're a NOR. Oh no, that's the extra one. This is my rotation one. I thought that was my rotation. That's my elevation. Paint that black and that black. Okay, because those don't have anything going into them, right? They just have output. Okay, let's try this again. You know what, let's start at the end. That might be easier. So bearing connects into gate. Bearing connects into connector. Connector then connects into an AND gate. So I'm going to paint this system red. Connector into an AND gate. The AND gate connects into connector into an AND gate. The AND gate connects into the switch. Yes, and it connects into a NOR gate. Ow. Into a NOR gate, yes. Make that red. Probably should put that on. That NOR gate connects into an OR gate. So that NOR gate connects into an OR gate, which is just connected up to all of the things. Okay, so that works. That OR gate, this is where we transfer off from the main system into the firing mechanism. OR gate connects into that triple gate with one AND, one NOR, and another AND. So AND, NOR, AND. Which then, so it connects into an AND. Into an AND. That connects directly to a NOR. That connects directly, right? And NOR, and. My main switch connects into this. That's what I was missing. Right? My main switch connects into that. So if we try this now, look at that. All it took was a little bit of color coding and some very annoying repeat the same process over and over and over again. That is not a black connection, that is a red connection. This guy goes into the piston. And if we deactivate this, go. I should be able just to stand in front of maybe multiple? Yes. Okay, there we go. That is a pain in the arse to build. Yeah. I'm actually going to do one thing here. I'm going to save that. And I'm going to build it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete it. Wow. Okay. I'm just gonna go here. I would like some block. We're gonna grab some caution block here. Is there any way I can stabilize all of this so it doesn't all fall apart? I want to put this up on the workshop for some of you folks, but I need to find a way, but I can't put it up there with, I mean I could, but I'd like to give you all one that doesn't, you don't need to download a mod for. Don't make me rebuild this, please. just get rid of this. Then there's at least some rust parts floating around. I put this up there. I go and I grab a weld tool. Okay. So that's separate. That's all there. The entire mount is all connected. I think I know what I did wrong. Okay, that can connect it to that. Connect it to... I did not know you couldn't do stuff. Okay. That's at least partially connected. So we're going to disconnect that. Take that off. We're going to put this guy back on. That right there. That part I don't need. The guns connect into that gate. No, the sensors connect into that gate, and the guns connect into that gate. Okay. Sensor into there, and into there. We're gonna grab this guy here. That to there. That goes 15 degrees each way. Sensor into there. Gun there. I think that might work properly. And if we're inside, it does that. Awesome. We're going to go here. We're going to say auto turret vanilla. Alright, those are all vanilla parts. Description. I don't know. Triple barreled. Auto turret. Capable of raising out of stored position. Yes. There we go. Go here, share it up on the workshop. Once it loads. It's loading. Analysis by our automated content check system. It will temporarily be hidden until we verify that it does not contain harmful content. Okay, awesome. And then we are going to go over here. Auto turret fant mod. Description, change that. Turret with shotgun. Capable of raising out of. Can't spell. Out of stored position. Position. Ta-da. So, I mean, I guess that's good. And so I'm probably going to build, I'm thinking 2 or 3 of these. In the bridge at some point. But, yeah. It actually took a little bit less time than I thought it would. I was thinking it was going to take like 2.5 hours, not an hour and 45 minutes. So that's pretty good. Make sure we can spawn that in and everything works. And the nice thing is that a greenie might trigger this sensor here, but it won't trigger this sensor up here. And the reason that's a good thing is because I don't want to waste spuds. So here we can actually check. Interactive. Little green guy. We're just going to go here. We're going to go interactive. We're just going to go... I do want to make sure that this actually does trigger. Just not going to have it lowered. Tools and spud gun, please. Oh, wow, that like completely killed him. Oh, they all trigger, no matter what gets activated, don't they? Oh, well. That one-shot one of those, though. That's impressive. I actually want to see if how many shots it takes to kill a Daybot. Ow. Quit it. Okay. Activate that. These guys are set to maximum distance. Try that again. Just very heavy. Well, it's got a lot of recoil on it, I guess. Problem. Tools. Grab a build. Grab that. See, that's too high. Box. Grab here. Okay. This, activate that. It should turret thingy. We're actually going to upgrade. I want to do some testing. See, it was way over there when it started. Yeah, definitely worth that. What happens if I upgrade the speed of that? Over here, jump. Root. You break something? See, that's the problem. It just doesn't stop its position. 3 shots from the mountable spud gun. That guy's one shot dead. Try that again. Quit it. 2. Yeah. But I think that's good. So yeah, hope to see you guys next week when we actually, try and build this thing. Hope y'all had a great week. Hope y'all stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out and bye.